Hello, Mon family. Happy Monday. Think about your life like a camera roll, right? If you took 10,000 pictures but never actually looked at them, never felt them, never remembered the moment, did you really even experience it? Or did you just collect it? Because that's how a lot of us are living. We're collecting days and we're not actually living them because time is the one thing in this world that is guaranteed you will never get back. No matter how rich you are, no matter how successful you become, no matter how many chances you get in life, you will never get back a single moment that already passed.
This is MON, still showing up.
Poster Guide y Dennis.
So let's get into the Mon stories. So someone said, so tell me why someone in my building posted a video in our apartment app. Hey guys, just a heads up. I think someone is stealing packages. I checked my Ring camera. They uploaded the video. Why is this girl walking up, hoodie on, and some sunglasses like she's under in an undercover mission? She looked left, she looked right, and then she grabs the package. But wait, she goes to walk away and trips. But it gets worse. She stands up, fixes her hoodie, grabs the bag again like nothing happened, and then looks straight at the camera. She slowly puts the package back, pats it like, my bad, and walked away like nothing happened. Mercedes, she dead ass was like, let me steal this. She got caught on camera and then walked away. Period. She had time to steal it, just not time to stand on business. Period. Hey, at least I always like those apartment community apps because they would always post like the most random things. So kudos to having that apartment app because I feel like that just keeps the whole community safe from people that don't stand on business. So someone said, hey, Delis, I was listening to your episode about betrayal and I didn't even realize mine was at betrayal at first. And I thought I would just getting advice from somebody that I trusted. So I had a friend and I was in a relationship at the time. She was my person, the one that I would go for everything, every argument, every situation, or every time I felt unsure, I would I would tell her. And every single time she had something to say. You deserve better. That's a red flag. I don't like how he treats you. And I believed her. But looking back, it didn't matter what I told her, big issue or small. Her answer was always the same: leave him. She would find a way to make it feel worse until eventually we broke up. And she was right there comforting me. Tell me why, not even a month later, she left her phone out and I saw text messages that she was talking to him. A month later, she stopped talking to me and they ended up together. I move different now because not everybody who gives you advice has your best interests at heart. But I still showed up, just not for advice that comes with hidden intentions. Oh, that is not your friend. Okay, I feel like I need to do an episode on friendships because clearly it seems like a trend that nobody has any good friendships nowadays. Like, what is going on? She literally was like, I want your man. And this is why Dominican parents always say, don't tell, right? Mercedes are like, don't tell how good a man treats you to somebody. Excuse me. Don't tell how good a man treats you to one of your friends because they're going to go behind your back and want to steal them. Right? Exactly. So she was probably plotting. She was like, wow, he treats her so good. That should be me. Yada, yada, yada. And look, exactly. She wasn't giving you advice. She was making space. Okay. And I showed up today. I'm recording this a little bit later in the week. Today's tax day when I'm recording this. Mercedes, I forgot they were gonna charge my card today for my tax payment. Yeah. Yep. And my bank account reminded me before, I was mentally ready. And my bank account showed up, earlier than me. But I still showed up, still pay my taxes. Uncle Sam's not gonna get me. Although I still have to do my second round of taxes today. We'll see how that goes. Okay. But this is why I love, the mom stories and mom moments, because we all can come together and realize that we are all humans. No matter what, we're still showing up together regardless of what we're going now through. Let's be real. You're not losing time. You're giving it away, right? And you're not giving it away, big dramatic ways, right? But you're slowly giving your time on the day to day, and that small little things that you're giving it away become your life, right? You're scrolling through people you don't even like, overthinking things that never happened, comparing your life to timelines that were never yours, or living in the future that doesn't even exist yet, right? And the scariest part is you can be in the room and literally still not be there, right? And you are, physically present. And I've been through that, right? I've been physically present, but mentally gone. And that's how life disappears, not in years, in those tiny moments. And now let's really think about it, right? How many times have you watched something and couldn't even explain it after? Or you had a conversation, but you were already about to say what's next, right? Like you're not even paying attention. Or lived through something that you once prayed for and it didn't even feel when it actually happened. And that's the part that hits. So maybe the goal isn't about getting more time. Maybe the goal is to actually be inside the time that you already have. Because the difference between a full life and an empty one isn't time, it's just attention. Now that I'm thinking about it, do you ever think about what it felt to be alive before everything got so fast? I'm talking about probably like the 90s and like the early 2000s, before, the constant notifications, the documentation of everything, or scrolling your life instead of living in it. Back when you didn't wake up and check your phone, you just woke up and started your day. And I'm going to paint the picture a little bit more for you, right? Back when you memorized those phone numbers and you knocked on doors to see if, somebody was home so you can play with your friends, or you waited all week for your favorite show. Although I still do, but you know what I mean. And if you missed it, you literally missed it. You can't replay it, you can't rewind it, you can't watch later. It's just gone. Like there was no Netflix, okay? And here's the one thing that, a lot of people don't tell you, right? Time doesn't feel fast or slow because of clocks, right? It feels fast or slow because of your brain, right? When you're fully present, your brain records more. The more details, the more emotions, more memories. And that's why childhood, felt long, because everything was new, right? Vacations, they feel short when you're really in them and you're having fun, but long when you remember them. When we talk about our routines, right? They feel long in the moment when you're trying to get, used to it, but disappear in a hindsight, right? Because your brain stops recording what feels familiar. And that's something that we don't know, right? So, no, time is not speeding up. You just stopped noticing, and we all started rushing, right? And as I mentioned earlier, scrolling it, surviving it. And one day you're going to look back at the season that was supposed to be beautiful and realize you were there, but not really there. And like I said, I know this because I've been that person, the one with her mind everywhere, thinking about everything at once, moving on routines, stuck in cycles, running on autopilot, running on autopilot every single day, and forgetting the actual moment that I've, lived in. I've been forgetting conversations, forgetting feelings, and then realizing later I wasn't even there. And I'm sure you guys can relate to this, right? Um, and it's not that we have dementia, it's just that we're not present. What are, apart from scrolling, what other things are we giving our time to, right? You're giving your time to a job that would replace you tomorrow. People who you don't even choose you, right? Distractions that don't build you, and you're rushing through it. Your family, your life, moments you will never get back. I've heard stories of people who've passed away and their job, is posted the next day, right? So it's in those little moments or those little experiences in life that we really realize, what do we want to allocate our time to me, right? Isn't it crazy how we treat time depending on what we want, right? When we're waiting on something, we want time to speed up, right? When we want the blessing to come faster, the answer faster, the moment to arrive already. But when we're finally in something good, we want time to slow down. We want the moments to last longer. We want to hold on to it, right? We don't want those moments to pass by. We're literally biased on the way that we want our time. Now, you guys know that I'm always backing things up with Jesus. And there was this prayer, right? In the Bible that's been, I thought about it. I was, thinking about, okay, mom, what am I to give my fams? And it's Psalm 90, and it was written by Moses. And it says that teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. And I love this because Moses wasn't asking for a countdown. He was asking for awareness, for eyes to see how short and sacred, our life really is. You start praying differently, like, Lord, help me not miss this day, or help me be fully here with you and with them. And basically, this is the day that the Lord has made and it will not come back. So, as you're listening to me, I want you to say this, right? Father, Lord, teach me to number my days and so I don't waste them. And just let that sink in today because you don't know when it's going to be your last time on earth and you don't want to regret anything in life. Because if we're really being honest, right, the years feel short, but the moments you actually live with God, right, with presence, with love, those don't just pass, they really do stay with you. And now you might be saying, okay, you're saying, you know what? So you want me to not waste my time, but what should I do, right? By not doing more and by just being present. It's really simple. And today, if you can do one thing slowly to be fully present in the moment, one moment you notice or one detail that usually you ignore, that's how you stretch your time, right? And if I'm being honest, my Dominicans listening to me right now, I know right now we're wasting our time watching Alofoque. Right, Mercedes? I've been watching Alofoque. For those of you who don't know, Alofoque, Santiago Matias. He is a Dominican podcaster and he has this live show on YouTube for 55 days. And it's just nonstop live, and all Dominicans are hyped up. It's a good show. If you know Spanish, watch it. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at is I know a lot of us were, watching the show. Probably, I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious, but you might be wasting your time on it. And it's good, you're making him rich. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying, but also if you have kids, if you need to breathe and reset, just go on a walk and really enjoy the beautiful things that God has made for us on this earth and not take for granted those who are around. Now, Mon family, no matter where you are right now, whether you're heading to work, driving home, or just starting your day, I'm glad you're here. This new day is a fresh gift from God. And in the end, the only thing that will stay with us are the memories that we really take. Notice the beautiful things that God made, the morning light, your family smiles, the little joy around you. Be kind today. Stay positive. Even when the day feels heavy, look your loved ones in the eye and say, I love you while you still can. And remember this, some people are dreading the very job that you're probably heading to right now, while others are praying for any job at all. Some are wishing their kids would, hurry up and grow up, while others are praying for just one more day with their child. Some are counting down the minutes until they can leave the house, while others are praying their loved ones come home safely tonight. So time can feel fast or slow, and you get to decide which way it goes. And that rhymes, you get to decide which way it goes. And if you catch yourself wishing the workday would just fly by, I get it, but just pause and just make that small shift. You can always switch your routine. You can always put your phone down when you get home. And when you start cherishing the time God has given you, the long days stop feeling like something to survive and start feeling like something beautiful worth slowing down for. And remember, guys, I will be here, same time, same place, still showing up. Bye now.